back, everybody. We got the second match of today on this B-side stream here over at Miami. And of course, casting it for today, it is Lucas Moody, iLucky, and
Xander Lewis Illis.
Eh,
We are here to watch the OU against Kent State,
Yep.
the third seed and second seed. As we saw, best of five, OU made that reverse sweep against Akron, pulled that out. Kent State kind of demolishing the team that is, why can't brain work? BGSU.
yeah,
And
it
we
was
are going first map, Ilios.
exactly, yes. So
No.
first map, Ilios, second seed Kent, as you said, versus third seed Ohio. And we actually just finished watching that Ohio reverse sweep against Akron. It was very impressive. Akron showed a lot of domination for those first two maps, if I'm being quite honest. And then Ohio found a switch. Topaz turned it on, and Ohio able to bring it out in the end.
Yeah, very, very nice from Ohio. This map, honestly, this game should be even better because I will say Kent and Ohio are probably the two teams in this conference the closest in skill level right now. We did get word that, strangely enough, the one and 8 seed Ball against Buffalo just ended, and Ball won 3-1. The loss of the first map came as a surprise to this guy and all the other Ball State people around here.
Yeah, you're surrounded by us.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Ball State beating Buffalo 3-1, dropping a map is a bit of a surprise, but
Yeah.
like it happens.
It's control.
It was the first map. It's just jitters.
Yeah, it's control.
Maybe something was off in the keyboard positioning.
Meanwhile, I can't remember the correct seeding, but Miami 3-0'd NIU. So the next game
And-
you will see on this stream
Yeah. Okay.
will be Miami against Ball.
Yes.
That's
gonna be a fun one.
Should be, yes.
You got a
'cause
Miami caster,
Ball.
you got a Ball caster. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a nice stream. We don't know if they're gonna want to switch that for some reason. Who knows? But I think after this one, we will be taking a dinner break, I believe, for most of the teams.
Pizza.
It should be a dinner break because I think we're going to dinner break and then come back to the last two. So we should begin this game soon. We don't know bans quite yet, but based off of what OU played before, they're probably going to see a little bit of that Ball, probably a little bit of that Ryan, and not Ryan.
Here we go.
Ryan.
Perfect.
Okay, here we go. Going in, Ohio has banned Freya. They do not enjoy dealing with those Freyas. It was the first ban once again.
Okay, so I was about to say you cannot ban 2 DPS in the same game, so that's just the UI is not fully updated yet. Kent banned Diva, and Ohio banned Freya, and of course because Kent State is the higher seed, second compared to the third seed Ohio, they got to pick the map and they got first ban. So Kent State picked this map Ilios, and then they first banned Diva, and the response ban from Ohio was actually that Freya.
Yeah, makes sense. Honestly, Freya seems like a character that a lot of Ohioans is afraid of. That's the second time they banned Freya first. Yep, and we do see the Ram coming out from Dribble and the Ball coming out from LeBron James. Makes sense. Ball's probably one of the best characters on Ilios right now.
And here we go, Gerbil. Of course, that Ramatra is also the other tank that is very, very dominant in this current meta. And he's going against that Ball. So strong.
We do see a Tracer from Topaz, which we didn't see at all last series. And we see a Tracer from Blue as well. Pretty similar teams, but it does seem like Kent State's running that double flex DPS comp. Meanwhile, Ohio is doing that hit scan flex comp.
Exactly.
Same support comps, because, I mean, it makes sense.
It's Gary Liu.
Yeah, surprising no one's playing Wuyong, but it does seem like Kent's trying to get control of the point early here, but Underview gets picked off early by Akusora. Wonderful right click there. It does seem like Ron James is trying to roll the point. Jabril might fall early, but he does manage to get that quick healing there. Oh, beautiful hit. Getting rid of Frosty Knight, unfortunately, stuck in that corner. Not much you can do. Kent State did get point control for a little bit there. Pretty good on Ohio there.
Wow.
Kent State all respawning. Not doing too bad there.
Yeah, Dexter Pittman on the Kiriko with a 3K there. That's actually kind of mental from him. Now, here we go. Frosty Knight, of course, repping that new streetwear carry skin. That was tier 80 in the battle pass, I believe, last season.
Yes,
I really like this skin a lot.
Wow, using that Caesar there. I don't know if we should have done that. We probably need that here pretty soon with the Ball. Underview gets picked off there. Blue falling really low as well. He has that pulse on. We'll see if he can make something to do with it. Dribble gets Topaz. That's a beautiful pick there. If they can get LeBron James, this will be very well. He misses the pulse, but Dribble finds big whoop, and he falls either way. This is very nice from Kent State. Kent State getting off that Reaper, going to the Venture, a little bit more movement. Very good. That's honestly a very nice pick. And new Ball, a lot of disruption. Jabil coming up on that ult. But it does seem like Frosty Knight a little falling behind in the Curie ult compared to Dexter.
Yeah, Venture is so good right now. And yeah, you said Frosty Knight really not able to get that Kiriko ult as quick as Dexter is. And that allows Ohio now to start out with their Kitsune Rush if they want to. But under review, down really low health. Frosty Knight forced to use the Suzu. The Pulse is going to be a big whiff there from Topaz, I believe it was. LeBron James does find the first con under review. Now he's trying to stop Dribble the map, but Dribble actually finds a trade on a Topaz. The mines come out there for LeBron James. The Kitsune Rush also from Frosty Knight. And here we go, the overclock comes out from Akusor, the sound barrier as well. It is an ultimate fight here, ladies and gentlemen. Who will come out on top? Asteria is picked off. Ohio able to find 3 kills. Under review, the only person left alive for this Kent State team. He will fall next, then Frosty Knight, and Ohio reclaim control of the point.
Luckily, Kent State had control of that point that entire time, got to 69. The only issue is Ohio did pop quite a few ults there, but they're already 50% to another mines. And Kent State really only has Pulse Bomb coming up here. They used a lot that fight. Very unfortunately, they lost that. Unfortunately, Akusora didn't really have much in the case of that. So he's trying to find this angle. Very nice angle here from Akusora. Trying to do a lot of work here to find an early pick. There's the OC. Oh, but beautiful from Underview on that Venture, disrupting and picking off Akusora with the OC up.
Yeah.
Pulse Bomb up on Blue, trying to find a pick. I don't think he'll use it. He wants to save it because they already won that fight with that huge pick onto Akusora when he popped ult.
Yeah, it was ultimate shutdown there from Under Review. Able to get the first kill onto Akusora, and now Kent State once again flip the point, and they have control now, and they're going to take the Akusora's going to die first.
But he trades!
It's a great rail. He actually trades out Blue. So both hit scan players down here early. It's a 4v4 in Ohio. The ball is in their court. They're the ones under pressure. They have to push, reclaim this point, and if they don't, Kent State will take this first point here at Ilios. Of course, being Ilios Lighthouse, the first ult that comes out is that minefield from LeBron James. He's down to 1 HP, though. So is Big Whoop, who is at the falls. Topaz dies first to Asteria. Dexter, though, finds a very valuable trade onto the Kiri player. Both Kiris now down as Under Review pops that Tectonic shot. It's a great shot from Akusora, taking out Asteria. Dribble able to find the trade, though. LeBron James still able to live on the wrecking ball, but not for any longer. Kent State clean up Ohio. Topaz tries to come in for a touch. He gets the kill to Under Review. He has a second touch. He just can't live any longer, and Ohio are out of touches. Kent State takes the first point here.
Very nice there from both Kent State and Ohio. Kent State being very cautious with their ult usage, held them off in that end point there. And honestly, great tracking from Gerbil there on his primary fire of the Ram. He was knocking out Topaz out of the fight instantly every time.
Yeah, it was great stuff there from Kent State. Their ultimate usage was very good. It was just a little unfortunate, the one kind of moment that happened. Wait, it was Akusora that got shut down, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Akusora got shut down. Sorry, so
yeah,
not unfortunate for Kent State. It was great from Under Review to completely nullify that overclock by essentially just literally Venture rushing at her and ego testing him and winning.
Yep. And we see a fight here. Ball, honestly, a little bit better on this point than the previous one with how many corners he can use. Underview is back on that Reaper. Interesting. Decided to get off the Venture this time. Blue stuck in that little room. Not using recall. Very good control of cooldowns. Oh, falling so low. LeBron James. Very good. Oh my goodness. Nearly a 1 clip. And he does manage to get Big Woo. Blue. Such good aim there.
Yeah, Blue gets a vital first kill onto the Lucia of Ohio, and that's going to really force Ohio University completely off of this point. Kent State now gets a lot of map control. Of course, LeBron James on ball, he's able to just kind of do whatever he wants a lot of the time and able to just live in backline. So that is something at least good for Ohio, but they do have to let the point flip, and Under Review now finding Topaz. So once again, Ohio University members just keep getting picked off by these DPS of Kent State. Under Review and Blue both have a final blow now onto this Ohio team. So once again, they first off lost all the space to let Kent State cap, and now they have to wait even longer to push in. They have to wait for Topaz to get back.
Big Whoop getting caught out on the side.
And another pick for Kent State.
That was very not good. Big Whoop getting caught on that left side. He wasn't expecting the Reaper drop down there. LeBron James falls. Blue falls as well. Now it's just a 3v4, and now it's a 2v4. And the big group might fall again. The amount of aggro that Kent State is working with here is so nice. It makes sense why they switched back to that Reaper. The amount of pressure they can just put on the front line. Because they are on, LeBron James is on that ball. Look at the amount of damage they're hitting him with.
Yeah, now LeBron James, he doesn't quite have that minefield yet. He's really going to have to focus in and charge that, because that is a huge zoning out that would be absolutely vital to this fight. Big whoop. He has his sound barrier much quicker than Hysteria. That could be something Ohio try to use here for a Ghost Sign. Blue once again finds the first kill onto LeBron James. Now no tank for Ohio in this last fight. He might just be back in time for touch the big blossom. It's the biggest blossom at 3K for under review, and that essentially digs the grave here for this first map for Ohio.
That was beautiful from under review. There's going to be a lot of stagger touches here. Granted, once again, Ohio is up on 5 ults. If they can touch and stagger, they can put in some work here. But there's the Kitsune rush from Frosty Knight. Try not to let them touch it all. They will be able to get the overtime clock to go. Topaz fighting blue. Doesn't seem like it's going all that well. Yeah, it does seem like Topaz is losing this fight a little bit. Beat comes out from Big Whoop as well. Beat for both teams. Lots of ults coming out. Kitsune rush comes out.
Yeah, here we go. Now Gerbil gets absolutely melted down with that combination of overclock and Kitsune Rush. He just simply can't live. LeBron James able to take down Hysteria as well. Blue falls next, so Ohio, they're clinging on to signs of life here in this fight. 99%, but it does not matter because they won the fight. But if they lose one more, Xander, this map's over.
Yeah, Kent State using a lot of ults there. Not really working out. They really only have Gerbil left. With that Annihilation. Topaz is the only one with an ult 2 on Ohio. Granted, Vault is coming up on it soon, but I think they'll want to be very aggressive here with this. Oh, what a pick off there from Gerbil. Very bad positioning there from Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter just didn't quite play his facing well enough.
There's the Annihilation. Oh, unfortunate there from Big Boop getting caught out. Annihilation ends early, nothing really in it. That's because this team on Ohio is so fast-paced with the ball. Nothing really can connect with the Annihilation. But he did manage to get the pick he needed. And now here we go. Will they get that touch? They do. The ball touches. But under review is just knocking them out of the fight one by one. There's the minefield. Oh, Suzu comes out. Climbing up that wall, trying to stay alive. The ball is just touching, retouching, touching, retouching. Trying so hard. Nearly back. Nearly has that E again. He does get it off. This stagger is so good from LeBron James. Oh, there he goes. Finally getting knocked down. They couldn't touch again. Very strong showing on that second point from Ohio.
Yeah, and Kent State will be the winners of the first map here against Ohio University. Of course, it was Ilios, and that means Ohio now gets to pick the next map, and they get to pick the first bans.
Yeah, I do suspect that I don't really know what they would ban there, because it definitely didn't feel like a character differential all too much to me, because it was kind of the same characters. Granted, Ohio was using that ball against Ram, and I'm going to be honest, the Ram had very good micro the entire time. He uses Vortex perfectly nearly every time, stopping the ball's movement, or stopping the rest of the team and keeping them from getting to the ball correctly, forcing Kiri cooldowns. And a lot of it was honestly just mistakes in the macro from Ohio, it seemed.
Yeah, I think what you could do is you could do a target ban on under review, maybe ban that Venture, ban that Reaper, because there were times that Blossom was huge. The ultimate shutdown when he was on Venture. I mean, under review had some really good plays that map, so I could 100% see Ohio being like, okay, you have these two flex DPS characters that you're really good at. They're super strong right now. You know, of course, the big 4 flex DPS characters right now at the moment. You usually think it's Tracer Genji, but of course it's Sim, Reaper, Echo, Sim right now. And if you take just one of those out, you know, either the Reaper or the Venture. What? Venture, Sim, Reaper, Echo.
You went Sem, Reaper, Echo, Sem.
My bad. I meant Venture for the first one, obviously. But taking away either the Venture or the Reaper could be huge here for
As I was saying, because we saw that Topaz can make Genji work.
That's true. Yeah, even if you ban that Venture away,
and
Topaz
we just saw
Genji
Tracer work too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
granted, it was on Control, which is Tracer's running ground. So.
Yeah, and not a lot of Sim. At least in this first map here, it's the sim is something that's like is meta and is being played by the pros, but it's something really, really hard to get down.
It is something that a lot of even like very coordinated teams struggle with a lot of the time. Definitely in higher elos, like especially in pro play, it's something they can get very well because pro players they scrim this game way more than college students can. Obviously, because they have all the time in the world to do this and they make a living off of it. Us college students, unfortunately, 3 to 4 hours is really all we got, and sometimes that's 3 to 4 hours only like 2 to 3 days. They're doing that nearly 8 hours a day every day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so they get it down much quicker than we can, so they can try like crazy comps like that. And Sem is a character that probably requires the most coordination out of any of the DPS characters.
Not only coordination, it really is just coordination with your team of where you're placing TP, when you're placing TP, how you're gonna rotate after you place TP. There's so much that goes along with it, and there's also like you have to look for cooldowns, you have to look for your go sign, you have to know and be on the exact same page of what you want to do leading up to take the TP and what you want to do after you take the TP and how you want to position and rotate. And there is actually just so much to it. It's really insane to think about.
Yeah. But we should be going on to a hybrid next.
Yes, we do know that, and I believe it's what Kings Row, Blizzard World. Is it? I want to say Midtown.
Was it Nubani?
I don't think so. We're gonna go to quick check. Hold up. We're gonna pull up Midtown. Oh my gosh, your goat was right. Oh my gosh, Kings Row, Blizzard World, or Midtown.
Not gonna lie, those all suck.
I mean, I know you don't like Kings Row, but Kings Row is pretty chill.
As we call it in Miami, mid row.
Is it overrated?
Yes.
Yes, I agree. But it's not a bad map.
It was great in Overwatch 1.
It's not a bad map. It's just overrated.
In 6v6, it's great. 5v5, it sucks. It's awful in 5v5.
I mean, I never played 6v6, so unfortunately,
it's just you either get stomped, you stomp, or you draw. And 50% of the time, it's draw.
Yeah. Okay, so the map is Dorado. So, I'm just gonna throw the order out of my mind because I don't think the order like even exists anymore.
There's definitely an order. It's just
I don't think there's one anymore.
What did they pick? So they I can't remember which team it was, but they banned Kiri.
Yes.
So we will probably be seeing the dive with Ana break.
Yeah, which is likely. If you're comfortable, if your flex support super comfortable on Ana, unfortunately I'm not, so we don't do this a lot. But if your flex support is comfortable on Ana, then you ban that carry and you force the Ana break matchup, and really hard to play into it if your Ana is just getting diffed.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the time what comes down in that when you're playing like Monkey or Diva with an Ana break, it really comes down to the difference in your healers. That is definitely a comp where healers are the main factor. Yeah, depending on if you win or lose. Granted, you still have to play with a brain as a tank player and DPS players, but at the same time, it is 100%. Most of it is the healer's pressure.
Yeah. It's not only just the healers, like a lot of it is their positioning and their nade timing, but more of so is how can you communicate with your tank player and how are you able to talk back and forth with can go, cannot go, nading 3, 2, 1, okay, jumping now, where am I actually going to nade? Like, can you ping them for me? There's so much that goes into it. And then there's also the fact that like your break player also has a lot to worry about. Blocking nade with shield, whipping Monkey away from dives. I mean, there is so much intricacy to that comp. It's one that our Ball State second roster, the one I'm on, we're not too good at it yet, but I love playing it so much and I love all the details of it. I'm really trying to really get better at it.
Yeah, so we're waiting for the second ban reveal soon. Can't exactly remember what team banned the Kiri.
It would have to be Ohio because they lost.
Yeah, it would be Ohio. Yeah, so we're waiting for can't ban healer. So Kent, do you really know what they would ban? Do they want to ban the ball to force the diva?
I think the ball ban's good here because we saw LeBron James play ball last map, and he also played ball on this exact same map last match.
Yes.
So I think that the ball ban would be really, really good here from Kent because there's not a lot they're worried about. So you might as well just take away one of those tools that LeBron James has.
Yeah, true. So we'll see what they decide to ban. Waiting for that here soon.
It's a cast ban. So Akron actually bans the cast, which is very surprising to me.
Akron banning the cast.
Maybe.
Wait, no, it'd be. Yeah, Akron banning the cast.
Okay, here's why.
Wait, no,
they're playing It's not. Sorry, not Akron. Why did I say Akron? I meant Kent State. I'm so used to last match. Don't worry about it.
Maybe
Kent
because
State.
they probably will run the cast because it is can't remember his name now.
I'm thinking no. Kent State's gonna ban the cast to protect under review, because if he's playing Venture, that's why.
Yeah, and then also the Blue, the Tracer player.
Exactly. Yeah. So you protect your Tracer and you protect your Venture with cast ban, so it makes sense. So less of a target ban and more of a proactive ban, essentially.
Yeah. So we'll see what both teams decide to do. We should go into the game here shortly. Might take a minute here, depending on how the players are feeling.
Yep, they got we're waiting for the R, the prod R, and we get to play some Overwatch.
3 Rs, hopefully.
For the cast ban, it caught me off guard, but like now that I think about it, and now that they say it makes a lot of sense.
It's a pretty good ban.
Because also then, if Kent State is planning on playing ball, that's also something that's really good against the ball. But then on the flip side of that is if you probably know they're playing ball, why would you ban one of the best counters into it? But I honestly think that they're not too worried about the LeBron James ball.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like LeBron James is bad at ball or anything. I'm just saying that at least what it looked like from last map, Kent State was playing around OU in that ball comp really well. So I don't think they're worried about that at all.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do comp-wise. Of course, we will probably see the Winstons, the Divas, the Balls, maybe a weird Doom pick if they decide
if they pick Doom, I am getting up and leaving.
Doom is such a... In ranked, he's annoying because he's annoyingly good. In high pro play, or even this type of high profile play, he's awful.
Here's the thing. The Doom, at least when I look at Doom and Ball, the two like annoying dive tanks, right? Doom punishes people that can't play together, where Ball encourages playing together and playing as a team. Which is why, like, I don't know, you play Doom into people that don't know how to play together, which is why I don't really like it. But you play Ball as a team that can work together really well.
That's the reason why Doom is good in these types of games.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone knows how to play together. Yeah, Ohio, of course, banned the Kiri. Kent State banned the McCree. And we're seeing the picks
Mauga.
Mauga coming out from Gerb. Mauga, oh, you better not walk out on that, LeBron. You will get run over. Topaz back on the Genji. Very nice to see it. Akusor on that Ashe. We saw how much work that got put in on the Ashe on last series against Akron. So we will see what both teams that do. Blue and under review, like we said, are on that Venture Tracer. And now, because Kyrie is banned, they're going with a Wooyoung Lucio. Not a super high burst healing comp.
It's not, but it is one that, especially in pro play on Wooyoung release date, when that carry was banned, Wooyoung Lucio was getting a lot of play time on Wooyoung release date. And Topaz is emoting. Okay, so Blue just looking to hold this angle here, really trying to make sure nobody can... Oh no, he's actually... Yeah, sorry, he's actually the attacker. Kent State, so Blue has already gotten a lot of space underneath of Ohio here. They have... Ooh. Oh, wow, LeBron James' first kill onto Gerbil. That was quick.
Yeah, that was very quick. First it down, Gerbil. We see both DPS are on that little back end, just being a menace.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it. Wooyoung Lucio, not a lot of healing, and Gerbil really gets punished for that. Instantly blown up by this Ohio State
really
team,
low. He really grabbing the health pack, gonna try and get out. Yeah, but he does manage to get out. Blue falling really low. He's getting so much damage, and on that map though, Dexter falling low as well. Blue trying to get out, just barely gets there. Gerbil walking forward, trying to put in damage. Topaz doing so much work onto Gerbil. LeBron James almost 50% to ult already. Oh, that's a good little position there from Topaz, but can he capitalize on it? Nope. He just has to get out, play his life.
Yeah, it's no lamp though now for Dexter, as he was forced to use it, of course, by Blue, and Blue trying to help his Ramatcher out. He does get the kill on a big whoop. Now looking for Akisora. He recalls actually right back into a one health Topaz, who he's able to hit in the head and kill as well. Oh. Blue absolutely farming until Akisora is able to take him down, but it might just be a little too late unless it's not, because LeBron James able to find the kill under review, but Akisora is just caught out with no healers, and he's not going to be able to live, as Gerbil now is pushing this Ohio team so far back. But wait, LeBron James uses that D.Va self-destruct just to zone. just to get some space for Ohio here. And now Ohio with no Ash has to try to fight into the sound barrier from Kent State, and the beat as well, or sorry, the blade comes out from Topaz, the defense matrix from Dexter. The pulse though is perfect. It's able to kill Dexter. Under review pops that tectonic shock to D, Mech, LeBron James, and Kent State looking to cap here. 4:19 on that clock.
Wow, that was beautiful from Kent State. 3 ults used from both teams, 4 technically if you want to count the bomb that came out very early there. But Ohio lost that after investing so much.
Yeah, it's a big alt fight. 7 ults, as you said, if you include that LeBron James. And wow, under review just gets caught out. And all of this space, all this momentum Kent State has gotten is now going to have to fall back as they're down their venture player. And Topaz now swaps on.
Very nice. Oh my good. What an E from the far there.
I mean, why did Gerbil ult is the only thing going through my mind.
Oh, yeah, Gerbil popping ult there. Under review so low. This far is actually working off quite well. Zoned off the ram with the ult up, so he couldn't get any value off of it. And now just really holding this crossroads here. And honestly, Kent State doesn't really have anything that can really burst down Faras very well.
Yeah, they're playing double flex DPS. So Topaz realized that and said, okay, I'm going to go Pharah. Good luck killing. And Gerbil, once again, he does not have a good sustained healing backline, so he just gets bursted down. Ohio has found the way to play around this really weird comp that Kent State has run out on, and here we go. Blue finally has to switch over to a more conventional hit scan player, switches over to that Ashe, and now maybe they can start, bursting down that, of course, Topaz and that Pharah, but still, they're holding strong in this Lucio Wu gang. They're not opting to swap to a more traditional flex support like a BAP or like an Ana, or something that can provide a lot more healing for Gerbil, who's a Ramadra. He needs the healing. He needs that brawl, that uptime, really.
Oh, that
once again, he's dead.
Down again. Honestly, Ohio's coming up on nearly 4 ults here, and Frosty Knight actually popped the Wu Yang ult very early there and didn't really get anything with it. Ohio's holding this one half really well.
Yeah, I mean, this is Kent State just have to make a swap here. Either get Gerbil off of that Ramadra, put him on something. A D.Va would be really nice here. Maybe a It was a huge dynamite action though for Blue. But look at Gerbil's health bar. He's once again forced to form early.
He does get Dexter though, which is
good. Yeah, and LeBron James actually used self-destruct there. Dexter also used that defense matrix. 2 ults I honestly missed. And the Bob as well then comes out from Blue, but Topaz used the barrage to kill him, but the Bob kills Topaz. It's a double ult trade. That's something I don't think I've ever seen before. Gerbil taking a lot of space now. Yep. Akusor uses a Bob of his own, and Kent State forced back. In Ohio as well with the sound barrier. A lot of balls coming out from behind the tectonic shock, and all the space Kent State thought they had is being lost now.
Yeah, but Big Whoop managing to find under review there, and that pretty much changed that entire fight. We'll see. Canning, yeah, very nice shot there from Blue. Unfortunately, Akusor got the revenge there. Oh, nice shots.
Once again, Blue and Akusora finding trades off of each other is very funny. How it's happened almost twice now. Still, once again, I have never seen a barrage kill an Ashe and then a Bob kill a Pharah essentially at the same time. That was absolutely hilarious. But Kent State, they found something there. They found a little bit of momentum. But still, did you see Gerbil's health bar at the start of that fight walking up the stairs? Just not able to sustain himself. LeBron James got a really good off angle here that allows Gerbil, though, to walk on his backline. He has Annihilation. The beat does come out from Ohio. The Annihilation is popped onto Gerbil. He's got Tidal Blast as well. A lot of vaults. He is able to kill LeBron James out of mech, but but under review actually dies to the Bob of LeBron James. The defense matrix just kills Gerbil instantly. No more health bar for that Ramadra. Topaz finishes off Blue. 3 seconds left for Kent State here, and they don't have any touchers.
That was very nice from Ohio there. They played that very smart. They realized that Kent State loves to play that double flex, and they managed to switch to something that really caused them to not work around, because it definitely does feel that Blue is not as good of a hit scan player as his as his flex there. So that was very nice there from Ohio. Also, gonna be honest, don't really know what Kent State was thinking stick with the Ram that long.
Yeah, it is really weird that we're playing Ram with this backline that doesn't want to be brawling. You're right. You're playing Lucio Wu Yang. Your Lucio wants to build an angle with the DPS. Your Wu Yang wants to build an angle with the DPS. Your Ram doesn't have a support that wants to play with him. It just it's 2 plus 2 equals 5 is essentially what Kent State is trying to rock out on here, and they finally make the switch of Frosty Knight over to Baptiste. So now you have something much more conventional. You have Frosty Knight on a slight off angle, able to care your blue and your gerbil, and then you have Asteria that can play with your Venture, or maybe your Asteria that can speed your Ram around. Either or works. But really, just a more conventional flex support is what Kent State needed, and they just weren't able to find it at the end of that first round.
I wonder if Topaz will switch what we will play here. He did look like to be on the Bastion for a little while there. Besides switch off, Akusor is on the Freya, like we saw last. Actually, this is the first time I think he's playing Freya. Oh, he nearly falls immediately to Blue. Blue is such a good hit scan player. Managed to find some nice shots, even though he's better at flex. Those are some very nice shots. Does seem like a lot of. Does feel like Ohio can't really get much push here. Beautiful there from Blue.
Oh, it's a great dynamite.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, big whoop. Burning. Under review, able to finish off the kill. And now with Kent State up 2 here, Ohio cannot get any more payload push consistently because under review, just on that flex DPS roll, your job is to sit down on payload, contest it, make sure Ohio can't get as much push as they can. Make sure they don't get free push, essentially. Topaz goes to this far and off the Bastion, almost dies just trying to cross the map, but now he's safe on this off angle.
He's on a very nice off angle here. Dynamite comes out, does hit Akusora. That one's really super low yet. Under review is kind of getting melted a little bit. Oh, if they get Diva out of mech, that'd be huge. They do get it. No more pressure now on the front line, and but Dexter falls. That's a really bad pick for Ohio. They really have to find a pick here. They cannot let this Diva get remech. Yep, beautiful, very nice there from Gerbil. Realizes they needed to get that Diva dead before they got the remech, otherwise they would have lost it. Big Wu backing, or Asteria backing off. They don't want to really force Topaz's hand all too much.
Yeah, although Akusora very close to that Bola shot. It's going to be the first ult on the table for this map here. And if he's able to use it well, if he's able to find a pick with it. No, he missed! He just completely whiffed onto under review. He was able to dig out of it. And the ult that Ohio had and was counting on. Or sorry, he didn't Bola. I am missing. There's the Bola. It's actually huge. Wait, sorry. I'm completely seeing everything wrong. It was a huge Bola. It hit Dexter. Sorry, it hit Frosty and it hit Blue. It actually kills Blue in the end. Under review, able to find a trade in Akusora and Topaz. LeBron James now fighting Asteria on point. As Asteria able to get out on 1 HP, and Frosty Knight has to throw up that lamp to live. As Kent State finally getting forced back by Ohio. Ohio now finding the momentum they need.
Yep. Bob does go out.
Oh,
they don't manage to stop it. They power the window. Oh, the Bob unfortunately did not get that. Oh, well, they got the Diva out of mech. If you can pick that Diva, they got the Diva, but Asteria falls. It isn't even fight. Topaz trying to put in some work here. Can Ohio make this stop? I don't know if they can. Blue's doing so, or Ken is playing this so well. The bead comes out, window comes out as well. What a barrage!
What? Oh, did you see that?
Barrage!
He went up and under him with, of course, the new barrage perk. You can move during it.
Topaz is so low, he does fall. Will he pop it? No, he doesn't pop the Annihilation because the Diva came back. They wanted to save it. Maybe it would have been best to do that.
I think they're right to cut their losses. They extended it by a good 45 seconds. They made Ohio burn ults. They made Ohio tick down on that timer even more. And now they have 3 minutes to hold. Excuse me, they have 3 minutes now to make sure Ohio State can't get the payload to that orange dot you see on the UI.
In my opinion, this second point on on push is the hardest one. The second part here.
Although it's going to be a little bit easier for Ohio than Kent State because they're on that diva instead of the ramp, so they have more high ground control. It's much easier for them to get off and on this high ground as well. Did I just see Blue fall off the high ground? He barely gets out of there with his coach gun.
That was a very nice E from Gerbil, keeping LeBron James away from the dive onto his backline. Agasor finds one, though. Oof. Unfortunately, that's 2 down for Kent State. They kind of back up, count their losses. Blue has Bob once again. Honestly, it's looking a little rough for Ohio. Even if they won that fight, a lot of ults coming up for Kent State. Not really any for Ohio. Ohio is almost close to window.
Under review, looking for something sneaky there. As you can see, Blue trying to keep Topaz off of these off angles. Here he goes. Wait, it's a great timed hit with the Vortex. Yeah, he's actually able to force the lamp. He's able to raid TP out, and you just got out lamp for really not a big exchange of cooldowns, although the bomb was invested from Blue.
Yeah, Gerbil, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he pops his ult here to build another fight up. Because, honestly, they need to stop it here. Oh, very good push there if they can burst him down, but he's getting melted, and Dexter falls.
Oh, why'd he walk back through window? The sound barrier then comes out from Big Whoop. LeBron James finds 2. It is going to be just last second touches. Oh, the barrage adds pain to what was already bad for Kent State. And what they thought might be touches are no longer, as Ohio, losing the first map, comes back and takes the second.
Very nice there from Ohio. They realized the faults of Kent State's comp. Even if they did that switch, the hit scan onto the Ash, it definitely felt that it wasn't as good as Ohio's Ash themselves. That was very good from both sides. Good work, honestly, good stall there from Kent State. They did very well stopping the point a few times there. Honestly, in my opinion, it would have been a better idea. Instead of letting yourself die there on Gerbil, he should have popped that ult a little bit sooner. He should have just popped that because honestly, both supports were still live. The Diva came back and both supports were 1. He could have finished them both off there, only left the Diva. Maybe a DPS come back, maybe both. But his rest of the team could have had more time come back, and they were almost up to his portal.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, it's such a hard choice to take because, like,
it is
imagine he pops it and he instantly gets bursted down. He just wasted an ult.
Yeah, that is the predicament in a lot of these the changes. It's just like, is that extra 200 armor enough to keep me alive until I get support back, or do I explode? That is the rough decision Tangat player has to make, and that's the issue with the Ram, is that you can burst it down so quick, but that type of situation can happen. So now we are 1-1 in this series. I don't know why only our games today have had 1-1s or changes like this, but I don't know what map we'll be going to next because apparently the order does not matter.
Nope. It's just whatever they feel like.
Yep. So we will see what they decide to do. It is going to be Kent State's pick. So don't really know a lot about the maps they like, but we of course will not be going back to Control or Escort. So you'll probably be either seeing Hybrid, Push, or Flashpoint, which are a lot quicker maps. We're going to at least Game 4 again. So this is going to be very interesting. Maybe even Game 5 again. But it's going to be a very long night.
I think if I was Kent State, what I would do is I would pick Saravasa, and then I would ban a tank to protect that Ram ban. Because Ram is super, super strong at Saravasa. But so is Ball. Okay, hold up. I'm rethinking. I think you pick Runasapi, and then you ban a tank.
Yeah.
Because Ram is really, really good on Runasapi. And then since you have this first ban, you're able to ban a tank to protect them from banning your Ram. So you'd probably play Runasapi, ban Ball, or you'd either play Runasapi, ban Diva, or play Saravasa, ban Ball. That is what I would do if I was Kent State.
Yeah, we will be taking a smidge of a break, maybe. Don't really know what's happening. There was a little bit of issue with the overlay there.
Okay.
That one, we saw that it said attack for Kent State when they were defending there. Don't really know what happened there. Apparently, we got it fixed quite quickly, so we might just go right back in, depending on if we have map pick yet or banned. Apparently, one of them has...
Okay, so Kent banned Zarya? Okay, do we have the map then? King's mid-row.
We're going to mid-row, because there's another word I'd say, but this is a sponsored stream.
As I think I can predict what you might be thinking. But yeah,
we call it mid-row because it is kind of boring what happens.
Yeah. I think it's a good map. I just think it's overrated. That's my only gripe with it. Is like, it's a good map. We don't have to play it every single time it pulls up in the map voting. Like, we don't have to 10-0 every single vote. It's not that good. Is essentially what I'm trying to say.
They're looking through rose-tinted glasses of what it once was in Overwatch 1. When it was the holy grail of randomized maps. You get that, you know you're in for a good time, whether you win or lose. But now it's like, ugh. Yeah, so one ban, Zarya, I don't really know which.
It was Kent. Yeah.
It was Kent. Kent
Yeah,
banned
because
Zarya.
Kent's always the loser's gonna get first ban.
I am curious. So they were probably gonna want to play the Ram. Honestly, I honestly wish the Ryan the Ryan mirror take the
Yeah,
shot.
I mean that's never gonna happen, but
It's never gonna happen because people want to win. But it would be funny if just like, hey, shake hands, Ryan on Kings. Let's get it, Ryan mirror.
I think the Kings Row banned Zara. It's another map I didn't really think about because Ram is also very good at Kings, and the common pick into Ram on Kings Row is Zarya.
Yeah.
So it's another really strong map ban and pick there for Kent State University. And I think if they're able to play it right, I think they're going to be definitely strong favors to win it. Just because Drible's so good on that Ram.
It's going to be interesting because the way that Ohio wants to play this is that they won't really have an answer tank wise unless they play Orisa.
Mm-hmm.
Orisa's the only thing they could really play, and if that happens, we'll see if Ken decides to pull out a Sem or an Echo. Because then that is what you. Unironically, the best case scenario is they go Orisa because it's the only thing that can really deal with a Ram right now, and then Kent decides to go. Okay, you'll go Orisa. Let's go Sem Echo. Boom, and then there's the meta right there. So we'll see what they said.
I'm sure LeBron James, if he can play ball, I'm sure he's got the Orisa on him, as it is a much lower skill character.
Or it's going to be a Ram mirror. We'll see.
That's another really good point. I didn't even think about it. It could be a Ram, and honestly, a backline you would do for a Ram mirror, we wouldn't see the Kiris. We'd probably see a Bap Lucio come out, or maybe even the Bap Wing is so untraditional. Probably not that, but a Bap Lucio is very real.
Yeah, we'll probably see that. Speed boosts for characters like Ram and Ryan are just so important because you just get so much more damage out.
Yeah. Because not only do you get that speed boost from popping Nemesis for him, you also get the speed boost from your Lucio. It's just super, super big. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like he is a quick Ramatra. Yeah. One quick guy. Yeah. And then Ohio banned Ashe in response.
Which honestly makes sense because the Ashe.
And then they can ban. Does Akron, not Akron, does Ohio want to play then put Topaz back on Far then maybe? Or put Topaz on Echo?
Perhaps. Because honestly, Blues Ashe didn't do all that bad, all things considered. Definitely not as good as what we saw from his Tracer, but he was doing very good on the Ashe, surprisingly. So Ohio probably was like, yeah, I think we will want to try that. So we'll probably see either Echo or Fowler come out. Because I don't really see another reason to ban Ashe that way, because if you want to deal with an Ashe, just play Freya and hit your shots. So we'll see what both teams decide to go. We should be going to game here shortly, I believe.
But it does make sense that Blue's good at Ashe, obviously. I mean, if Blue's a hit scan, he's going to be good at all the traditional hit scans. Yeah. Like Cass, like Ashe, like Sojourn.
When you play Tracer, you're basically playing a hybrid.
Exactly, yeah.
So there's a lot of times where it's like, that's probably like the most aim dependent of all the flex characters.
Yeah, Tracer is the DPS that both roles have to know. Yeah. It's honestly like Wu Yang. Flex and main supports have to know Wu Yang, and Juno. Flex and main supports have to know Juno. It is really cool how Overwatch has introduced some characters that's like their place in the meta can really be dependent on map and dependent on what you want to play with it. That sometimes you want to run hit scan Tracer, hit scan Tracer. Sometimes you want to run flex DPS Tracer. You know, Sojourn Tracer, Genji Tracer, both really viable comps about 6 or 7 months ago.
So we'll see what both teams do. We should be going to game here a little bit.
Yeah, probably 2 to 3 minutes. And then you think about the support side. Kiri Wu Yang, really good backline. Wu Yang Lucio, also really good backline. So Wu Yang is one of those characters or heroes that the flex support and the main support both have to learn.
Yeah. So probably will be seeing that. Honestly, all things considered, probably will be a Ram mirror. If I had to guess.
It's a good guess. LeBron James could pull the D.Va out. D.Va is definitely pretty good here.
Maybe he could pull the D.Va out.
I think he did. He did play the D.Va in the last series.
Yeah, he did play it a few times.
I think at Kings Row too, I believe.
Twice he played it, I believe. Maybe. So we should see here shortly.
I think we got the R's all around. So we're going to be sending us into game very shortly, and we can see if our predictions are right. Is it going to be a Ram mirror, which is what you predict, I think, and I think I'm going for I think LeBron James is going to rock out on that diva.
Yeah.
Because Zarya is also banned.
Yes, that too.
You know.
But then also like Orisa is viable in that situation too.
True. Here we go. Let's see.
Sims also ban Zarya, ban Ashe. Ohio on the attack. Kent State on the defense. Blue underview. Doesn't seem like any swaps happen between the players. Sticking with the same team. Let's see what we see here in a few seconds. Here. We have just, I believe, hit 6 o'clock on the day. Yep.
Doomfist. Alright, I'm leaving. Bye-bye.
We have... I don't know if they're going to stick with that because that is in their spawn. But we have, of course, Gerbil on that Ram like we suspected. However, I don't know what they'll decide to do on the side of Ohio. Blue on that Soj. And then...
Because Ashe was banned most likely.
Yeah. Under review on that Venture, which, of course, we saw earlier was a very good pick. Playing like a little rat. And, of course, we do have Kiri Lucio on the side of Kent State. Akusora on the Widow, trying to see if he can get a little bit of a sneaky first pick, but oh nope, he's switching back. They're playing safe and not really peeking, and we get back onto the fray, and we do have Topaz on the Sem. And then, yep, Brandmere.
Okay. So your prediction was indeed correct, and it looks like Ohio is going to try for this tricky Ram Sim stuff, where they're going to TP to this far high ground, do the same thing that they were doing in that game versus Akron. We'll see. They're just going to TP right on top of Blue. And the Venture just boops all of them off the high ground. Dexter's forced to use that lamp under review that
has no abilities.
Melts down Dexter, but under review gets traded. But Blue able to find another one of his kills. And here comes Gerbil with that Nemesis farm cleaning up the fight.
Gerbil, what is your sensitivity, my man? Man, insta 180. What are you, Necros? Jesus.
What? Okay, I see the health burst for the Turret Zone show. That's really funny. The health burst for the Turret Zone show on spectator mode, which is interesting.
Yeah, so we shall see. I don't really think turrets have health bars, really.
The Sim TPs too. Yeah. As Blue now playing this low ground, they're opting to still do that TP to the high ground, but not TP their entire team. As you see, LeBron James still cutting out main.
They gotta keep Gerbil up.
Yeah, once again, a really early Immort. Oh, the TP right onto Hotel.
That was kind of a mistake. Under review, got one there. I don't know if that right click hit anyone, but oh, Akusora on a really nice angle. You gotta be patient though. I don't know if he should have shot that. He gets under review with the primary fire. Under review didn't really have any support on him. Gerbil finding LeBron James. Wow, two very nice picks there. I think, yeah, Blue did the OC, but couldn't find anyone, I don't think. And we see that the fray is still on that high. Oh, two up there.
Whoa.
It looks like the Kiri, no, Bap and the Freya?
It's the Bap Freya, yeah.
Uh-oh. Yep, get out of that small room with Adventure. You had a run. Oh.
And they're just not going to be able to get out in time. Oh, Akusora!
And Blue falls as well. That was a little bit of a mistake there by Asteria. Can't be that aggressive. Oh, but what an ult from the Venture, dealing so much damage. Gets one. We have to get out of that ult. Oh, he should have stayed in the ground a little bit longer to cancel the Annihilation. Was a little bit too aggressive there. But beautiful Annihilation. The beat comes out. Oh, I don't think he has.
Yeah, Frostnite dies.
But Akusor does fall to Gerbils, and he's still linked on someone. Nope, there goes. No more linkage. Oh, he's so low. Same with LeBron James. He does fall. They just couldn't get any angles because he shielded off all healing. LeBron James being smart, backing up, not wanting to be too over-aggressive because that Venture is still alive. Asteria, however, does have beat. They can't recontest. Oh, Topaz pops the window to cancel. It's pretty much cut off beat. Oh, there it is. 3 got beat. They get it. Trying to recontest this fight. Can they find a pick? Ohio's people are really low. But Akusor finds 2, and then LeBron James finds a 3rd.
Yeah, the recontest from Kent State not really going to pay off. A little bit extra time off of the clock of Ohio, but really if you re-engage like that using Sound Barrier, one of the best ults in the game, you're going to want to do more than just a little bit of taking time off the clock. You're really going to want to win that fight if you invest Sound Barrier into a fight like that. So it is unfortunate because I also lose all the space.
Granted, Kensei did hold first point for 3 minutes and 20. Oh, unfortunate there. Blue losing the duel against Agusor on the left. That's really the hard part about dealing with a Freya as a Sojourn. You do lose that fight a lot of the time if you don't have your slide saved up. But I will say, not bad from Kensei on that first defense. Holding for nearly 3.5 minutes on first of King's Row. It's quite a difficult feat even for some of the best teams.
Yeah, and Blue now really, really late back to this fight as Agusor is trying to kill Frosty Knight. Frosty Knight's putting the moves on him, though, as Blue now taking this high ground with the slide. Agusor falls to Gerbil. He had the bullet shot. He was looking for an aggressive opportunity to use it, just couldn't find it. Under review, taking down the lamp of Dexter, and it's a huge, huge left click there, or right click there for that Venture. He is going to get traded out, but the value it found, the disruption it caused, allows Kent State to completely wipe Ohio University off of the map.
We have a massive ult fight coming in. 4 ults on each side, it seems, coming up. You will probably see the Ram v Ram, most likely. Honestly, I feel like the Venture might try to pop early here to really cause some havoc, maybe pick one off.
Yeah. You'd either start... You're going to start with the DPS on here, 100%, whether it be the Bola or the overclock like this. The Soundbeer in response to the overclock. The Bola over top and trap Gerbil in place. The Kitsune Rush and the window as well both come out. It's just colors on my screen. What is happening? Asteria is able to live. The first kill is
what a counter
dying.
out there.
Acusera now able to get under review. So it's 2 players down now for Kent State. Annihilations have been popped. Gerbil living on 30 HP. The healing comes in from Frosty Knight, but they're both gonna fall. Kent State has no more players up to contest point. It's just the people that died respawning. Ohio win the 8 ult fight with absolute, certainty.
Yeah, very nice there from Ohio. Granted, I will say Kent State does have the better ult in this next fight. All things considered, and they do have a retouch because they died close enough. And yeah, they're trying to go for it. There's the beat. Blue trying to take a very offensive angle. Has that double slide, so he can back up a little bit, but he is getting pushed out very quickly, and he gets melted down by Topaz. LeBron James falling low. Luckily, they do have point control now, but now it's a 1v5. They have to play this very carefully. Kent State's has got to build some ults up. Under review cannot be caught out. Very could not be caught out here. He's got to play this very safe and find a pick here. Oh, yeah. He's getting some damage. He forces out the Immor. Very nice, and they get the BAP from it. Oh my goodness, what a follow-up onto the Freya.
Oh, hit a shot.
Hit a shot.
Come on, Under review. I know you're better than that. Oh, the Annihilation. LeBron James has already charged it back up, and that just might be what Ohio needs to get this second cap, but under review
is just killing everyone.
I mean, how broken is Venture Blizzard? He finds a third. And oh my gosh, with the Kitsune Rush as well, under review, hats off. Flex DPS City. I was glazing Topaz last match, now I'm glazing under review.
He got 4 picks there. There's a reason why Venture's in the top 4 of Flex DPS currently. And honestly, it's also just the fact of the matter is Venture is a character that honestly really hasn't gotten much changes since launch or since release.
People have just started to know how to play them now.
Yeah, there's a person in my club team, not in my club team, but part of a club team who he plays only Venture really on DPS, and he's made it to like Masters 4, just playing only Venture. It's such a good character to climb with because as long as you do your job, like if you go in, get 1 kill, then die, even fight. Depending, and also it really depends. If you get a tank with that 1 death, perfect. That's what you want the most. If you get a support, even better. Like if it's and even if you still get a DPS, it's still a trade. Sometimes it can be a positive trade if they have ult and you don't.
Yeah, your whole goal on Venture, wait for your timing, disrupt, get a kill, get some cooldowns out, and if you die for it, hope you did enough to allow your team to clean up. Because like, if you die on Venture, let's say you go in, right? Kiri TP's away. You almost kill the BAP. Oh, the BAP lamps and he lives. He also has to use left shift to live, and then you die. They burst you down, whatever. You just got out 4 big support cooldowns. That is enough for your team to clean up, even though they're down 1.
Blue checking that high ground really quick there. That one, I don't really want to get caught off. It does seem like Topaz is also on the Venture. We do see nearly a mirror except for Dexter and Frosty doing 2 different healers there. Seems to be a battle of the ventures. Unfortunately, Topaz popping that dig way too early, nearly trying to time that jump up. They do force out the Immor. Ooh, Underview has to get out though. Oh, what a slide shot there from Akusora. Unfortunately, didn't have enough cooldowns under review to get that health back up. Seems like Blue's trying to find an off angle here.
Yeah, he's just trying to get whatever space he can. It's a great shot on Akusora. Puts him down to low HP. Topaz able to get in, kill Blue, get out. So once again, Ohio now has finding their own picks. Akusora found a pick, Topaz found a pick, and Kent State just not able to find their foot, not able to find their momentum to actually take some space here.
Yep. Does seem like Blue's goal, instead of being on that Sojourn, is onto that McCree. Honestly, not a bad pick, all things considered, into a Lucio and a Venture. Oh my god. Immor that quick? Oh!
It's a
what
crazy shot from Blue. Dexter with the first ult in the game defense matrix, he used it only to get absolutely tapped by Blue on that Cassidy. But LeBron James it's not over.
Finds Frosty Knight and Akusora manages to find 2 there. So they lost the fight, all things considered, but basically making that window useless is a very big boon for Kent State on this next push.
Yeah, the window. Yeah, it was invested. Oh, and Topaz once again finds the first kill. Oh, and here we go now. Tectonic shot coming out from Topaz. The second one gets Susan. Frosty Knight trying to live on this statue. Has to get out. Forced out, and LeBron James finds a kill. Akusora finds a kill. And Kent State just not able to break this Ohio University defense.
Yep, very nice there. Granted, you have to remember, Kent also didn't lose their defense until about 40 seconds on the clock, so they have plenty of time still. Probably around 3 fights if they mix this next one quick. Ohio is coming up on 3 ults, but unfortunately, you have to realize something. Kent's been holding 5 ults.
Yeah.
Ken is nearly to 5.
So here we go. I don't know what they're going to open with. Probably a Deadeye if they can get it. Blue having to back up because the way that Venture just commands space, the way Venture takes space, you just have to play away from them. They're so good at like just taking space away. Akusora pops overclock, the beat comes out, the Kitsu, the Annihilation, every ult in the game pops out. Blue's the first to die to once again. Who is it? Of course, it's Topaz with the first pick. LeBron James now getting bursted down. Dribble getting killed.
What is happening?
Under review now pops
what in the Overwatch?
Can LeBron James live? He has the form once again. And it's Dexter absolutely keeping him up.
Beautiful.
How much healing does Dexter have to already have a second defense matrix on the game? That is why BAP is so good in this comp. The burst healing he provides is so much better than Carries.
Blue going back onto his pride and true trace that we saw on Ilios. Very good there from Kent State. That was a what in the Overwatch movement right there. There was so many ults happening at once, both annihilations, both a Kiri rush, a beat, both beats actually. Blue falling early there is very unfortunate. Topaz trying to search for another pick here. They'll probably, yeah, oh, very unlucky there. The only good part is that they didn't really push the payload all that much, so they have a quick fight here. Ohio is coming up on 3-ish ults here. Kent really has none. They really have to try and win an ult fight without any.
Yeah, Kent State used every single one of their ults in that last fight. You mentioned they were coming up to 5. Well, they used every single one of those just to win a single fight. So now trying to win this one with their ult economy, as bad as it is, it's going to be difficult. I'll tell you that right now, because let's say Gerbil tries to take space. Now, guess what? Defense matrix is instant. I mean, yes, they trade, but there's a defense matrix out, and Gerbil's trapped in a corner. He just can't take space into this Baptiste window. Yeah, I mean,
he managed to stay alive though. Will he fall down? He's so low. Frosty Knight has to put in a lot of work. He does get that transform state. He has to hold that right click until he's higher health pool, and he does go back in. Consider Rush comes out. Frosty Knight built another Consider Rush. LeBron James gets melted.
Wow.
By Blue.
I did not think Gerbil would be able to live that. Somehow the care for Frosty Knight in this area were enough, and they just wait. They bide their time. Perfect timing on the Kitsune Rush from Frosty Knight, and they run over LeBron James.
Let it be known that was a 40-second Kitsune. You got that in 40 seconds. He put in so much healing. He's like each of his Suzus was ridiculous. Gerbil's gonna be going on aggressive pressure here. Should probably get out of that angle. Ross had to pop Suzu to save himself. Oh, big ult coming out. Gerbil finds one. They're all in that little room. B comes out. Huge beat from Big Whoop. But Gerbil's still alive. Excavation comes out from under review. And Topaz didn't really find any with his. Uh-oh, that Ram is a little cut off an angle. Oh, under review's in a little bit of trouble here. They missed the right click, but he does. Akusora does have OC. But it is 5v4 again. They have to wait for their Ram. They have to back up.
Yeah, Kent State, I'm going to be honest. They just got a little too aggressive. They still had a man on the payload. They tried to take a fight once again. Dexter has defense matrix. They're combining with overclock and it one taps to the body. Blue gets killed by Akusora with a rail shot through the window. He's able to find a second on a Frosty Knight. He's hunting for Asteria, not able to find it. But OU now take all of this space on the map, and Kent only have 13 seconds to touch.
They do have the Venture, so they can touch, but it's going to be a little bit risky for him. Yep, here it goes.
I mean, this is so impossible.
It's going to be really hard. He just has to just hide and try and survive on point. Pressing that E to get a little bit more shield. There's not a lot that Kent State can do. Blue finds Topaz, though. It is now even. And Frosty Knight's almost a Keaton Rush. They have to keep Gerbil up. If they keep Gerbil up, no! He didn't pop form!
It was so close.
And then there's there's Annihilation. That might be it, unless Asteria can somehow make a miracle happen and get to his beat. Blue falls at 90%, 91. Gerbil, unfortunately, not hitting his. If he would have popped his form there, he may have given enough hope to build up ult for Asteria.
I don't think he had it, though. I think he had to use form.
No, he had it. He had it when he died. Yeah,
no way.
He popped E, and then he didn't get to pop it in time. That was super close. Wow.
If he pops form there, able to live with the Kitsune Rush, able to maybe put some burst damage from LeBron James, he might have been able to die through Annihilation.
And if Asteria built up his beat, and they didn't have beat either on their side, it would have been a massively different. They could have won that. That came down to just one simple not hitting enough.
The smallest mistake is what's at stake here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's finals weekend at Miami. Like, it's the LAN. Everything is on the line. That's so devastating.
Yep. The second seed on this tournament, Kent falling down to 1 and 2. They really have to put some work in here. Ohio putting up a very nice showing, being the third seed, beating Kent 2 times. I don't know what map we will go to next, but it is either going to be Push or Flashpoint, which are 2 of the shorter game modes in the game. So we will see what we decide to do. Honestly, yeah, Ohio's putting up a really good showing. That map was very back and forth. They didn't really know who would win until the end there. Like that was even the end there. It was just like one button press and it was different.
Yeah, and I am gonna throw to a quick break here. I'm gonna refill my water bottle up because I've been shouting a lot. I've been drinking a lot of water. I need some more water. But we will be back in no more than 5 minutes with the 4th map of Ohio University versus Kent State, and we will see you guys then. He's really weird in metas because unless it's like Prime Malga meta, which sucks by the way, you don't really
I'm a
see him a
tank
lot.
player. It was awful. I'd rather play goats, and that's saying something.
You don't really see him a lot, but there's some really niche picks that he actually can really succeed. Queen makes so much sense on Sarabasa.
Yes.
Run at them, kill them,
Not Sarabasa.
rinse, repeat. Or
no,
sorry, and Flashpoint. You know what's the difference?
And we do see an interesting comp here. Asteria is on Juno, and we have the Brig, and then of course Topaz and Under Review are of course still matching the Venture, and now we have Blue back on the Tracer against Agusaur's Sojourn. Very different support comps though.
It's even more interesting because you have your traditional flex support player Frosty Knight on the Brig, and Asteria.
Foggy getting melted there.
Yes, Foggy tries to go in, gets booped away, couldn't land an axe, and just, health bar from 100 to 0, as now the entire team of Kent State falling one by one by one. The only one left alive is now dead. It was Asteria, and I mean, that was domination.
Yeah, unfortunately. There is an uninteresting thing with Queen in the current meta, and especially in high-profile play. You don't use Shout to initiate. It is very much a support, like backdrop thing. You get pushed, you hit it, then you can do some stuff. Nice knife there, but unfortunately the bubble kind of saved them.
Oh my gosh,
Carnage does come out. Under Review does get Agusaur. That's a big pick. Foggy has to play this corner really well. He has no cooldowns. LeBron's getting beautiful pick from Under Review. Under Review kind of helping keep the backbone of Kent State in this fight. Asteria then gets Dexter, and now it's just LeBron James up.
Yeah, it's a 3v1. Now LeBron James not able to live, not able to really stay alive here. And, yeah, I mean, that was so interesting. Once again, Foggy is just running at this Ohio University team. And it didn't work the first time, but it definitely did there.
Yeah, that's the thing with, you can't really run at them until you hit a knife. And unfortunately, Zarya is kind of a little bit of a counter. That's a perfect shout right there. Putting in that much work. Oh, big damage coming out. Under Review gets big whoop, and then they can probably keep chasing down the rest of this team. Very nice there. I will say, one thing they do have to worry about, the reason Kent State banned that Kiri was because the
Rampage.
Rampage.
Yeah, Kiri is a really, really good counter into Queen. Not only the obvious reason, Rampage. Of course, you get to, cleanse all the people that got anti, but also against the knife and against Carnage, you can also cleanse the bleeds and cleanse that lifesteal that Joker Queen actually gets from her knives and her axes. And Foggy already getting 2, but those are just trades. It's a 3v3 now, 2v2 if he's able to kill Big Wolf. He's actually not. So Blue has to back off, but Ohio just barely have the touch. They were barely able to get Topaz, their Venture player, on point. Do you think they invest Soundbear into this fight? No, they don't even have to. They've won the fight. All they needed was those 3 kills, even though Kent State found 2 trades of their own.
They need, very good there from Big Whoop. He realized it, they need to keep Soundbear for the Rampage.
Yeah,
because otherwise you have nothing to really go off of. He just, now he, unfortunate there from Foggy. Kind of just has to play. He went for it aggressively, but he missed. That's such an unfortunate thing there. Topaz finds 1 on Frosty, then Asteria. That was a pretty big misplay there from Foggy. It would have been better just to kind of wait out there because they were all on that window. But unfortunately, Ohio takes that first point on New Junk City.
Although you talked about ult economy is a really big thing in Flashpoint, Ohio used 3 ults there, and Kent State only used 1.
Yes.
So that is something we definitely have to keep an eye on, because now Kent State double support out. Orbit is so good. It's been nerfed a lot, but it's still super powerful. So we're going to see, there it is. It's instantly popped there from Asteria. That gives Kent State all the room in the world. Foggy is looking for some knives, looking to burst down LeBron James. They do get it. The Deadeye comes out from Akusora. It finds absolutely zero. Blue finds the rail shot on to that Cassidy, and Kent State now use that ult advantage to great effect and find the first cap on the second point.
Yeah, only one ult popped, one fight won, and they still won after Akusora popped his own ult there with that McCree. Using that McCree to contest the Queen is a very good play, but unfortunately, now that Foggy most likely has the Rampage perk, yep, there it is. He's running in the back line. Beautiful.
Oh! The 3K for under review.
That was a beautiful 4K. That was a beautiful play there from under review and Foggy. Foggy realized they were all in the left room. He called for it, shouted as an initiator, popped his Carnage, hit 3 players, and then under review came from the other end of the hallway, hit his ult, and killed 3 instantly.
I mean, that is so beautiful. Great teamwork there between your Venture and your Drunkard Queen player. And now that Blue has this OC, there's a great zoning ult, but Dexter actually finds the first kill onto under review. Maybe he was riding on that high a little too much. Frosty Knight finds a trade onto the other Venture. And now, here we go. Blue able to find a kill to Akusora. Kent State, once again, have the numbers in this fight. Ohio, they're backing off. They just want to live. They cannot recontest this second point. We're going to 1-1. And once again, it's a reset. Best of 3 now, as next one to win 2 points will bring it out for this 4th map.
Yep. This is going to be very interesting here. Once again, honestly, Kent State not having as many ults as Ohio, but we have to see if Ohio decides to pop all of them once again. How many they decide to pop here. This is going to be a pretty important fight for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's a really quick engage there from the bubbled Venture of Topaz. LeBron James instantly popped the grab. It's absolutely huge. It gets 3, and there he is. LeBron James and Topaz able to work together to clean it up. Foggy can't do anything but watch his team get bursted in that Graviton Surge. It's the TK, and Ohio now get the first cap here.
Yep, 1 ult, 1 fight 1. That's what you want to do when you have Grav like that. Luckily, that allows 4 other ults to deal with the rest of the ults from Kent State. Big Whoop gonna hold that beat for that Rampage. Once again, there's a lot easier point to hit Rampage on. Blue probably gonna look for an off angle with his...
Topaz is.
Oh, very nice that. Topaz finding the angle there, picking out Blue, and then gonna get another one from Frosty.
Yeah, Topaz able to get 2 kills with a Tectonic Shock. Kills Asteria, kills Blue. It's a 4K for Topaz. Under review had a 4K that last point. Topaz says, you know what? Anything you can do, I can do as well. And answers with the 4K of his own. And he's not changing his stage. And he's sitting in that exact same spot where he just caught Blue off guard. And look at the ult economy. 3 ults to kind of 4 on the side of Kent State, because under review, he's going to charge that Venture ult very quickly. And
yep,
here we go. Here's the engage. The Deadeye's the first to come. The lamp is forced already. Foggy able to kill Topaz when that Carnage Akusora, though, finds 2 of his own. It is a great Rampage from Foggy.
But unfortunately, not going to really pan out all too well. Ohio taking this next point. Going to be very interesting here how Kent State makes a comeback after popping 3 ults there and not winning. Granted, Ohio popped 3 as well. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, a lot of ults being used in that last fight. As you said, 3-3, so the only one left was that Venture ult of under review that we were talking about. He was so close to having it charged for that last fight, but just didn't get it in time and didn't get to use it, didn't need to use it, whatever the problem may be there. And look at this, Dexter, though, also has that defense matrix charged up and ready if Ohio wanted to use that as the engaging tool. And there they are. They're going to use that to zone Kent State off of this point. The right click through the window. That's a massive amount of damage there that Akusora is dealing up. But oh my gosh, you have to be careful. The rally comes out. The Tectonic Shock comes out from the side of Kent State with the Graviton Surge in response, but I think it only got the Brig. I think it only got Frosty Knight, but it doesn't matter because Topaz is cleaning up. Akusora is cleaning up. Big Whoop gets a kill of his own, and Ohio once again finding the first cap.
Kent State having next to no ults here. Not a good position to be in. Ohio still has 2. this isn't looking too good for Kent State right now.
Yeah, and remember, Kent State, they lost the last map as well. They are down 1-2 in the series. If they aren't able to find something here in this map, they're going to lose against Ohio and fall to the loser's bracket. So they have to find something here soon.
Yep, they got to really focus up here and figure something out. They have to win this fight with no ults, and if they don't, it's last fight scenario, and it's going to be a rush.
Here we go, Akusora. He has that Deadeye.
Yep,
He's probably going to pop it soon.
Topaz hitting that ult, trying to find a pick. Can't really find much of anything. Does some damage, but an Overview manages to find Dexter, but Foggy falls. That's going to be a very big problem. And Frosty Knight falls as well. Asteria gets melted down by LeBron James. That just might be it. Under review, caught out. I don't know if they have another touch. Foggy going to the ball to try and rush to get to the point. I don't know if he can, though. It's going to be close. He does manage to get to the point, it seems. He's going to try just contesting, but Akusora has that high noon just sitting there, and they kept him on point. That is a little bit of an upset.
Yeah, that's an upset. The second seed of Kent State University falls to the third seed of Ohio University. It is definitely an upset, as you said. But it was a great game played from both sides. Kings Row is so close. But Ohio University, they beat Akron. They learned a lot from that game. That was a very close game. Remember, they had to reverse sweep to win it. They took what they learned, and they used it to play very good Overwatch against this Kent State team.
Yeah, that was a very good match all the way around. It definitely did seem like Kent was just dominating the first game. And then unfortunately, it does seem like Ohio figured out their play style, managed to counter that double flex they were dominating on, went the far. That helped out a lot on Dorado. Then they went to Kings Row. That one was really close, all things considered. It was just one micro mistake from Gibril, I think, or Gerbil.
Gerbil, yeah.
My apologies. And then now that game right there, it was kind of just felt like alt economy was through the window right there. They were kind of fumbling a little bit. Unfortunately, Kent is not out of this tournament yet. So we will going on a little bit of a leave here. We will be going out to a dinner break for pretty much everyone here, I believe, also on A side. But we will be back next game for Ball against Miami. Very important game.
You do not want to miss that one.
First
that
seed,
one's going to be great.
First seed against, I believe, 4th? So that game should be good. And also, it's definitely a rivalry among these two schools. It is one we've faced off a lot. Meanwhile, we know we're casters. We don't. But it should be a fun time. We will be going, of course, on dinner break. We will put up a timer on the screen. It should hopefully be around when we start. Granted, we don't know if players will be late from going to eat dinner.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll see you guys then.
See you then.